It's interesting because we've levied that criticism towards him, particularly, of course, in the Champions League final when he tinkered with the team that would look so successful. Does he overthink it too much?
Aye. That's a deflection, that.
Right.
He was going along with it to deflect it.
Right.
So that it didn't get too serious. But there's no question. You have to look at the Champions League and you have to say that the decisions he's made, both with Bayern and with Manchester City, they've come unstuck.
Yeah.
Because he's done something out of the ordinary or out of what made them the team they are. And it's dangerous because if you do take one of the little cogs away, it can change an awful lot. And he absolutely has been found guilty of that. But I think he's playing along with that to try and make it light-hearted because it's true. He said it was true. And I think that's a problem.
Is it a problem, Frank?
Well, it was a problem when he played against Chelsea in the final of the Champions League, where I think he overthought too much and changed his in midfield zone and in midfield line. But you can't change the people. He was a player like that. He tried to be the master of perfection everywhere and every time that he played. He's like that as a coach. He's been successful at Barcelona. I think he has the right way of being successful. He won't change. And at one point, he's going to be successful again in Europe. That's for sure. With City, that's planned, and at one point, it's going to happen.
Of course, you'll be hoping that happens this season. They take on Atleti on Tuesday. And Atletico Madrid side, Shaka, obviously, we've seen put on a good run of form together, not only in La Liga, knocking out Manchester United as well. But there's one thing with Atleti, there's no overthinking it. You know exactly what you're going to get.
Yeah, you know exactly that every single time. And to Atleti's and Diego Simeone's credit, they found some stability in their starting lineup. They found real success in the way that they play. But this kind of game up against Manchester City is exactly what they want, is exactly who they are, exactly how Simeone built his reputation, by just going to places, being stubborn, and putting noses out of joint. So they'll be looking forward to this. And as you say, while Pep Guardiola will be thinking, if not overthinking, how to play against Atletico Madrid, you know that they are just, Atleti don't have that issue. They're going to sit in, they're going to be defensive, they're going to be ugly, they're going to be physical. The ball will be out of play more times than in, it feels. As long as they get a result, they don't care about the criticism. You know what's coming.
What's interesting, Stevie, is ahead of the Manchester United tie, we were saying, wait, this isn't the Atleti that we've been used to over the last few seasons. Right. They're exposed at the back. You know, they're trying to play more attractive football, but they went back to type, it seems, over that match against United and in La Liga, and it's working for them.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're playing against Manchester City, though.
Right, so it doesn't...
There's no possible way that you can... we can sit here and we understand that they love to be the party poopers and the whole thing, and they kind of give the impression that they can't wait to get... They can't wait to sit tight and defend and get after City. But the truth is, if that's the way, and it's the only way they can win, so it doesn't really matter. Yes, they've shown that recently they can defend better, but you cannot go on that field, or you certainly can't sit here and think that Atletico Madrid are going to win this over 2 games against a side that are far superior. And you're going to have to sit for 180 minutes and defend and not give chances and goals away. Yes, they've shown they can do it. But if I'm going into a game relying on that, that's not a good place to start.
What's your prediction for the game tomorrow?
I think City wins 2-0, 3-0 maybe.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Listen, they've had a good they've had a good spell, Atletico Madrid recently. I'm not apologising.
You said I'm sorry.
I don't see where the optimism's coming from.
Right.
Because they've had a couple of decent defensive performances. The fact is, the majority of the season they've been pretty bad defensively. So I'm sorry. I see a comfortable win for City.
Frank, what's the score going to be on Tuesday, and who's going through?
Manchester is going to win, and I will predict a 4-1, if it's not a 4-0. And Man City is going to go through. Yeah, there's no way that Atletico can compete with Manchester City.
Shaq?
I'm in agreement in City winning over 2 legs. I think they win on Tuesday. I'm going to go for 2-0. But to Stevie's point about where the optimism comes from, it's just because, listen, in terms of quality of squad, over 2 legs, there should be 6 or 7-0, right? If we just go on the quality of squad. But this is Atleti are just so happy just to be negative that and hope to get something on the break or something. That's what you could also see it being anything in there. But I go City in the first leg 2-0. The second leg I don't expect to be more than 1 or 2-0 either.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube, and for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.